Yeah, we have to judge rightly. That's what our Bible tells us. Judge rightly. Look, and we have to understand what this judgment thing is. Okay, you have the prosecutor, you have the defense, you have the jury, and you have the judge.
Mm-hmm.
The prosecutor, the jury just finds you guilty.
Right.
They don't put the punishment on you.
No.
The judge puts the punishment on you. That's the judgment. So when our Bible talks about judging people, that means putting punishment on them.
Okay.
You've done wrong. Now I'm going to punish you. No, but I can say you've done wrong.
Okay.
I can look at you and say, it's like telling you that you got on a red coat. It's true.
Right.
I mean, if I catch you stealing, you're stealing. Boy, that's wrong.
Right.
Now, do I have a right to then take a baseball bat and beat you in the street for it? No. That's what the authorities do. So when people talk about judgment, it is not forming an opinion. That's not judgment. Judgment is throwing the penalty down. You arrest the guy, you ain't judging it.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to take you, and the prosecutor's going to decide whether to prosecute you or not.
Right.
And then we'll take you to a jury, and the jury's going to find whether you're guilty or innocent. And then the judge is going to get up there and he say, well, okay, you can go. Or he can put the time on you.
All right.
Well, I think that he was really mainly saying, judge rightly. Like, don't just see someone and you think they did something and judge them by what you are assuming, and you judge them by you like actually have proof of something, and you see them like ask for if you actually see them like steal something, like if they're in a store and just put something in his pocket and walk out, then that's stealing. But like you don't have the right to go do something about it, or both sides like call the police or something, because that's what the authorities are for, and then you can go to court to see if you're actually guilty.
Yeah, to Amina's point, it go back to that old saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't look at someone and assume they're just some crazy criminal. But if you like actually see them, or like you actually been around them long enough to know how they are or what they act like, what they do, what they're into, then you can pass your judgment. But not like actually judging them like judgment, like punishing them. But like what you think of them and pretty much what they are, yeah. I agree.
I think you should punish people if they do like a bad thing or something like that. Yeah.
All right. So we missed it. It's all right though. It's one of the first ones. Well, it's like maybe the second one, but I feel like we just missed it. So when he was talking about judgment, he wasn't necessarily talking about people and crime and doing stuff like that and judging and act like that. He's talking about when people talk about like the Bible and what you do, and like only God can judge me. So you shouldn't say anything about anybody else because only God can judge. Well, absolutely. When our life is over and our race has been ran, only God will be there to judge and decide whether or not we ran a race that qualified for what it needed to qualify to get into heaven. That's 100% true. There is no one else that's going to make that judgment besides our Lord. But that doesn't mean that if someone is engaging in homosexual activities, I can't say, hey, that's homosexual activities. Like, I don't think that's great. I don't think that's the best thing to do. That's not me judging someone. That's me saying what it is. Like, hey, I don't think little boys should even be thinking about cutting off their private parts and getting turned into girls. I'm not judging anyone doing it. I'm not going to do anything to anyone. I'm not going to lock you. I'm not, hey. But I certainly will make an opinion and say what I have to say about actions going on. Right, so that I think is what he was more so talking about, is that whole thought that everyone is what be quiet about it, is what's kind of getting used against people now, right? It's like when I say when people try to use that religion to kind of force you into agreeing with them or force you to be in line with things that just aren't aligned with this Bible, right? So what they'll do is, oh, God says you're supposed to love everyone. You should love everyone. How can you say that and not love? Well, I love them. That don't mean I think what they're doing is good.